I am Dr. MP Sarde from AISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Welcome you all. In this video, we are going to study programmable ROM, that is PROM. It is one of the type of programmable array called as programmable ROM. Address input to PROM serves as a logic variable input and data output as the node where the output of a logic function is realized. When 1 is stored at 1001, it means that the logic function being implemented equals 1 when the input combination is A, B bar, C bar, D. In both cases, output will be 1 when the input is 1001. When we regard PROM as PLA, it is understood that AND gates are not programmed. In fact, AND gate is already in place for every possible combination of input corresponding to every possible address of PROM. Thus, to program PROM as PLA, user must have truth table that specifies the value of function being implemented for every possible combination of input. For every combination where f is equal to 1, output of corresponding AND gate connected to output OR gate, and where f is equal to 0, we burn open the connection to OR gate. Figure shows the fuse map of PROM where it consists of AND gate and the OR gate. An M by N PROM is regarded as a PLA having n programmable OR gates capable of implementing n different logic functions of m variables. Thus, PROM is suitable for implementing a logic function directly from truth table. As PROM can generate any possible logic function of input variables because it generates every possible AND product term. In general, any application that requires every input combination to be available is a good candidate for PROM. However, PROM becomes impractical when a large number of input variables have to be accommodated because number of fuses doubles for each added input variable. Benefit of PROM as a PLDs. Design is easy since no simplification or minimization of logic function is required. It is easy to design or modify. Faster than discrete SSI MSI circuits, its cost is low. Few disadvantages are non-utilization of complete circuit. Power requirement is increased and enormous increase in size with increase in number of variables making it impractical. Programming. Initially, when PLDs were first introduced, the logic designer would develop a fuse map that shows which fuse to develop. Manufacturer would then program the device according to the map, test it and return it to the designer. Recently, availability of relatively inexpensive programming equipment has made it convenient for users to program their own PLDs. Universal programmers are also available that can program the most common PROMs, PAS and FPLAs. The device to be programmed is plugged into a socket on the programmer and the programmer programs and tests the device according to data that have been supplied by the user. The programming and test data are developed by using commonly available software that will run on standard PCs. Using this software, the user enters the data into the computer describing the logic functions to be programmed into the PLDs as well as information on how the device is to be tested. The software then generates a fuse map and the test data in a form that can be sent over a cable to the PLD programmer's memory. Once the programmer has the data, he can proceed to program and test the device. When finished, the programmer will indicate whether the device has passed or failed the test procedure. If passes, it can be removed from the programmer's socket and placed in the prototype circuit for further testing. This is a comparison table that compares PROM, PLA and PAL. Lastly, erasable PLDs. We have seen that PLDs are programmed by blowing the fuses. Once the fuse is blown, cannot be reconnected. Thus, if there is a mistake in programming or design is to be changed, the device will no longer be useful. Several manufacturers address this drawback who develop PLDs that can be erased and programmed over and over. These are called as Erasable Programmable Logic Devices, EPLDs. These devices are programmed and erased like EPROMs and E-square PROMs. Thank you.